there's a little bit more information you need to know, then my recommendation is to stay for our training, learn some more. Okay? If you're on the fence, stay for the training. You'll probably get the information you need. If you need a swift kick, I'll provide that as well. So make your way to your seats here real quick. We're going to get started. We got a lot of good stuff tonight to cover. So, Aaron's ready. You ready? You're ready to crush it. He's got like a 1,000-yard stare.
Where are we going already?
Right? So, make your way back to your seats. Real quick, what we want to do here is, I'm just going to take a second to talk about this. Some of you guys have been participating in some of our events over the last month, some of you over the last year. And just so you guys know, on Monday night, my wife and I and the different event runners here in Southern California, Mr. Josh Denny, Mr. Joe Valenzuela, and some of the other leaders here in the marketplace, and Travis Ortiz and the Rosarios, MIH, and Steve came together on Monday night, and we met really in kind of restructuring some of our formats in order to provide a better program for all of you to build your business from. So first off, what we want you guys to understand is what you guys saw tonight is the not even completed version of what you're going to be seeing here shortly. But at least the format is, you guys can kind of understand. How many of you guys liked the first portion of tonight? Yes?
Yeah!
Okay, so what it means is that's going to be consistent for you guys on a weekly basis for you to bring people to come see what Seacret is all about. Okay? How many of you guys have ever done a party at home and someone was like, oh, this is great, they bought the products, but we're quite sure on the business yet, yeah? Right? So what's great is you can bring them here on Wednesday where they can see a bigger picture, they can see more information, they can see it working for people, they can get a chance to see, oh wow, I had no idea the industry was that big, I had no idea this, okay, I can see how this can be a great fit for me, and I've already experienced the products, right? You can also just pick somebody up. What are you doing Wednesday? You're coming with me, right? Bring them here and get them in this environment, okay? So that way they can get a chance to try some of the products. You always want to be as agents. Here's the thing, is our product demo, we're just going to be doing the salt and oil, and the body butter will be available. What I want to make sure is all the agents, you want to bring your products with you in case they haven't seen any of the products. My recommendation is to get your guests here by 6:30 because we're starting at 7 sharp on a weekly basis, okay? So if they get here at 7:15, they miss the whole industry of why skincare is so important, okay? Do you guys see that? Yeah. So you want to get them here early. Now, if that's the only time they can make it because they get off at 6:30, they get off at 7, that's fine. But you want to do everything in your power to get them here by 6:30. So that way they can register, they can kind of cool down, they can grab some water, they can try a couple of products. And my recommendation is you demo the 3 other products, okay? What are the 3 products do we recommend you demo? The what? The peeling gel, the buffer, and the M4, the magnetic mask, okay? Those 3 products, all right? So you should have those with you at all times. So those are the 3 products because you can show an instant result. So that way, if they try the salt and oil, okay, and then they got the body butter, and they're like, all right, this feels good, right? This is nice, I like this, right? All right, smells good, feels good. And then they get the M4, and they, oh wow, all this stuff, right? Then when I'm talking about instant demonstratable products, they're already like, that's right, I did see that, okay? Instead of them going, oh, well, what are those all about, okay? So that's what we want to do on a weekly basis. Then we're going to be starting the presentation, so that way people can get an overview on Seacret. They can hear some of our testimonials, and they can get their blueprint training. So instead of just saying, here's what our company is, do you want to join us? Here's what our company is, here's how it's working for people, and here's what you would be doing. Okay? So people can make a great decision and feel comfortable going, okay, now I know what I need to do in order to go out there and follow the program. Make sense? Yes? Yeah. Okay? So what we want to do real quick is we want to recognize some individuals before we get into our topic here tonight. And it's a big thing for us at Seacret because we want to celebrate people's victories. Because we know there are many of you that are working, your tail off. And some of you guys, are running. How many of you guys have ever run into somebody negative? How many of you guys have met that one guy? That one girl, right? And, look, they're out there. And so we want to make sure and recognize you for your accomplishments and what you're doing. But the first group of people we want to recognize are those of you that are brand new. If this is your first event with Seacret, could you stand up here real quick? This is your very first event. Can we recognize all of our brand new agents here in the room? Congratulations, 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 congratulations. Welcome. That's you, huh? You can stand up. Yeah, that's right. Get up, girl. Now you get embarrassed because you didn't do it before. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. Okay, I told you this room's not big enough for a hide. All right, okay? So, the next thing we want to do is we want to recognize those of you that went out there and brought on a new preferred customer. If you brought on a new preferred customer within the last 7 days, could you stand? We want to recognize everybody that enrolled a new preferred customer in the last 7 days. Yes. Congratulations. If you were 2 or more, remain standing. 2 or more, remain standing. 2 or more this week. 3 or more. 3 or more. 4 or more. 5 or more. 6 or more. 6 new BCs in the last week. That's amazing. Brand new and 6. That's woo. She's already qualified for her 4 no more. She's getting a monthly residual check every month and free products every month with those customers. It's pretty exciting. Okay. Congratulations to you. The next thing we want to do is recognize those of you that brought a new agent. If you brought a new agent with you tonight, if you sponsored a new agent within the last 7 days, you brought on a new agent, you gave someone the gift to be a part of Seacret within the last 7 days, could you stand up? We want to recognize everybody that brought on a new agent over the last 7 days. Remain standing, remain standing, remain standing, remain standing, okay? Here's what I want to know. I want to know who your new agent is, okay? And I want to know what was the first thing that they saw about Seacret. And I kind of give you kind of what I'm talking about. Did they see a website first? Was it a wild party first? Was it you went over and you nailed them with a nail buffer? Like what did what was the first thing that they saw about Seacret? So yes, who are you and who is your agent and what did they see?
Veronica. I actually enrolled my sister 2 weeks ago.
Veronica and your sister, okay? And what is the first thing that she saw?
Well, I actually discussed it with her over the phone because she lives in Phoenix.
So she lives in Phoenix, okay? And you told her your story about the products?
I told her my story, and she enrolled as an agent.
Ah.
So she is now working with the team in Scottsdale.
She's working with the team in Scottsdale. Write this down. Facts, tell, stories. Congratulations. Thank you so much for providing another story for us. Yes. Yep, your name?
My name is Marcel, and I signed one of my old high school friends, Rachel.
Old high school friends. And what was the first thing that she saw? Or he?
Peeling gel.
Peeling gel. So the peeling gel. Write this down. Peeling gel. Okay? Really, really good to get out there. So congratulations. Okay? Yes? We're ready for you.
Hi.
Hello.
My name's Jamie. And this is actually my new agent. And the first thing he saw was mud soap.
Mud soap. Aaron, congratulations. Welcome to the business. Okay? We're super stoked for you. First event coming out here tonight. Yes?
Hi, my name is Crystal, and this is my new agent.
And who is your new agent?
His name is Marquise.
Say hi, Marquise.
Hi, Marquise.
Welcome.
I showed him the salt and oil scrub,
Salt and oil.
body butter,
Body butter.
peeling gel,
Peeling gel. M4. Ooh, a dangerous combo, So you got smothered with goodness. I like it. So congratulations, welcome. We're very excited for you. Okay? Yes. What's your name, Chris? Welcome, Chris. Nail buffer? That was the first one? And after that, they were like captivated, right? Let's do this. Right? Okay. So congratulations, Chris. Who's your new agent? No, what the name? Myron? Is it local? Perfect. Get him here next week. We'll look forward to training. Yes. Hi, Angel.
I know my brother.
Brother?
The first thing was
Peeling gel. Was there another one? Well, yeah, because you said I think the first thing, because it sounds like there was more than one thing involved.
you can do everything.
You made him do everything.
Yeah.
You just secretized him, right? Right?
Try all the products, try everything.
Try everything. Okay. Do you know which one you like the best? The peeling gel was the one that was like, oh my god, this is crazy, right? So good stuff. Yeah, so he's doing it on his face. He's like, this is amazing. Good stuff. So put the peeling gel on people, yes? Okay. Congratulations. Super excited for you. Yes. There's one over here. We're missing one? Yeah. Yeah. My wife is right behind you pointing at you, so you can't escape now. So please stand up for you. Please let us know who you are and who you brought. Yes? Okay. Yes?
Carlo.
Hi, Carla.
My new agent is Keisha.
Hi, Keisha. Welcome. All right. Okay.
All right.
Just so you guys know, if you hide, it's worse for you
Yeah.
in the future. So, and what was the first product or first experience of Seacret that you saw?
Pretty much I tried a lot of them.
Uh-huh.
I like peeling gel.
The peeling gel?
Yeah.
The peeling gel seems to be a favorite today, doesn't it, right? Okay. So you want to make sure you get the peeling gel, the M4, have your products on you, and go out there and start demonstrating. Can we give a round of applause to all of our agents that brought the business partner here? Congratulations. Super excited for you. The next thing we want to do is we want to recognize, and I want you guys to know we're kind of shifting this up. And one of the reasons why is it's time for us to raise the bar. Here's the thing that I found out. People will either raise their standards based on the expectations or lower them based on the environment. Okay? And here's the thing I know for a fact. Leaders are not attracted to environments with low expectations. Okay? They just don't show up, you know. So one of the things we want to do is we're going to raise the bar here a little bit. Now the first promotion in Seacret is what we call star. And becoming a star is very simple. It's by getting one person started on your left and one person started on your right. Basically what we're talking about is enrolling 2 people as an agent with an order, okay? Which is unbelievable. It's your first promotion and we want to recognize that level, okay? But what we're going to be doing from now on at these events is we're going to be recognizing with our plaques in front of the room our superstars and above, okay? And because we want to make sure we highlight that 90-day program and those that are on track towards doing it, okay? So, but if you are one of our brand new stars, I don't want to minimize it, say, if you're one of our first stars, if you got your one right, one left, you got your first promotion, okay? Or you are in the audience and you are currently a star, could you stand up? Can we recognize all of our stars here in the room? Can we give them all a big round of applause? Congratulations, 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 congratulations. Super excited for you guys. So,
Yeah!
the first thing you want to do is become, after you go star or on, even kind of, running by it, is become what we call a superstar. Now here's what's exciting. We've got a lot of new people that are rocking this thing out. Oh my gosh, what is happening right now? Okay? So, holy smokes. All right, okay? So let's make this happen, okay? So real quick, what we want to do is this, all right? We want to recognize some of these individuals. Now, I just want you guys to know that this is you get the double dip here on this one because this is one of our last ones, but we want to invite our new superstars here to the front of the room, okay? If you can hold the applause, I'm going to announce them all, we're going to bring them up, and we're going to recognize them, we're going to take a picture, put it on the Facebook. Okay? So, real quick, if we can recognize one of our brand new stars, Daniel Guerrero, Chris Bologna, and Angeline Inez. Can we recognize all? Get up here, Daniel. Get up here, Angeline. Get up here, Chris. Where are you? Get up here. Daniel, you're double dipping. You got a star and super. You got the last plaque for star. That's it. So hang it loud and proud. All right.
Right.
Chris, congratulations. Angeline, get up here. And if we can have all of our Royale agents quickly come on up here. All of our Royale agents, get up here. Royale and above. That's you, Jermaine. Get up here. Okay, right? Don't think you. Okay. So, okay. Come on up here in the middle. I'm gonna turn the projector off. I got a clicker for that. Okay. So everyone, come up here in the middle. Come up here in the middle. Come up here in the middle. Okay. All of our superstars, okay? All of our superstars, can you come up here? Get in the middle, get in the middle. Okay, with all the top leadership. These are all of our brand new superstars on their way to bronze, on their way to Royale, tracking it down that $500 bonus.
Yeah!
Congratulations. So, and Chris, just real quick, what's your background?
I work at USC Hospital.
USC? And how long you been with Seacret?
1 month.
1 month. Congratulations, brand new superstar. Daniel?
I go to Cal State Fullerton, and I used to work at Food for Less, and I don't work there no more. And I've been doing this for about a little bit over a month.
A little bit over a month. Congratulations, brand new superstar.
I'm Angeline, I'm a nurse, and we've been in this for a month.
1 month. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Give a round of applause to all of our brand new superstars. Congratulations. So, we'll have you guys grab a seat unless you know we're getting you back here. So the next thing we want to do is recognize our new bronze agents, okay? Our new bronze agents are those that went out there and helped one person become a superstar on both of their teams, okay? So help 2 people become a superstar. So they became a superstar and just help 2 people do the same thing, okay? So these are our new bronze agents real quick. Can we get Joe Legaspi and Jana Jane Lloyd. I'm sorry. I'll get it. I promise. Congratulations, Joe. Congratulations, brand new bronze agents. Congratulations. Okay. Super exciting for you guys. And we got our bronze pins here for you guys. We're gonna pin you guys with your bronze pin. And do we have our superstar pins?
Yeah, we do.
I'm so sorry. We missed our superstar pins. We'll have you guys get all pinned up here. We got. There's 3, or one of them already has it. And all of our new superstars, did you have a pin? Do you have a pin? 1, 2, where's our 3rd? Did you get a pin yet? All right, perfect. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Let's get them pinned up here. Well, let's take a picture once they get pinned. Okay. Hang on 1 sec, superstars. Okay. Round of applause to all of our brand new bronze agents here in Southern California, Los Angeles. 1, 2. Congratulations. If you can hook up with Daniel over there, okay? All right. Superstar agents over there, okay? So, with your pins. Wear them loud, wear them proud, wear them to the supermarket, people will ask. All right, okay? Now, first step is superstar, second step is bronze, third step is Royale. How do you become a Royale? Help 2 people go bronze. Very simple. So first you go superstar, help 2 people go superstar, you become a bronze. Help 2 people become bronze, you become a Royale. Very simple program, okay? So help 2, that help 2, that help 2. All right. So this is one of the things that's really exciting is new Royale agent. This is a $500 bonus when you hit this level. Maintain your Royale. This is a $500 drive your dream bonus that you're starting to earn now. And the Royals are right on their way to becoming one of our top leadership in silver. They're having a network that's starting to expand. They're starting to get checks coming in. They're like, I don't know where that came from, but I like it. So it's super exciting. So we want to recognize one of our brand new Royals. I know she just wrapped it up here today, which is super excited. So Ashley
Affinier.
Affinier, what up, yo? Congratulations. Who would have thought? This sounds like it's going to be a good story for us to hear one day. Right? Okay. We're going to applause.
Get together.
1, 2.
Are you ready? So we want to know, who are you, where'd you come from, and how did you do it?
My name's Ashley Affinier. I'm an LVN, and I got introduced to Seacret by the Trazos, MJ and Rachel. I hung out with them one day 2 months ago, and MJ was just telling me everything about it, and I was like, I closed myself practically. That's the phrase. So I closed myself. I was like, I'm in. I didn't even see the product yet, but MJ was pretty good. Like, so.
MJ, what are you doing?
So every day after that, I guess it was talking to Rachel. We teamed up. My support team really helped a lot. My upline, like Dan, MJ, Mark, Rachel, all the support helped me get where I am today. So I love the teamwork. It helps a lot. I'm nervous, sorry. Any more questions?
So you've been with Seacret for 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months, brand new Royale agent in 2 months. Congratulations. Give me a round of applause to all of our leaders here in Los Angeles. Oh yeah, that's a good question. So did you do the iPad or the $500? The $500. All right, okay. So what are you gonna take us to Disneyland? What are you? She's like, yeah. She's like, not really, but it's the right thing to say is yes in this one. So next week, make it a point to be recognized. At a minimum, to stand up. You know, because if you're new, you can't do that again next weekend. You know, you can't stand up for being new next week because you're not new next week. So next week, you got to do a couple different things. Enroll a customer, enroll a preferred customer, okay? Get a new agent started, okay? Get recognized for the right behavior. When you're being recognized on a regular basis, it lets you know you're on track. If you're not being recognized on a regular basis, it should be a warning sign that, oh, I'm off track. And all it means is you're just not doing the activity from week to week in order to warrant being recognized, okay? So that's why we call it testimonial. It means you pass the test to be worthy of ammonium, right? Okay? Okay? So, what you want to do is this, is go out there this week and become a superstar. If you haven't done that yet, that should be your primary focus, your obsession over the next 7 days is become a superstar. And how do you do that? The Blueprint program, okay? Get with your support team, schedule your blueprint, book your parties, okay? All right, get on the phone with people, use the different systems that we have that you can invite people to, and then next week, invite people back here next week. Now, here's how this should work. All this week, should we be demoing products on people, yes?
Yes.
Every day I'm demoing, right? Okay, that should be your mantra for this week, okay? Every day I'm demoing. Now, when you're demoing with somebody and they get started or they get excited, whether they get started or not, you want to promote this event. So, how many guys are going to do some parties here this week, right? Okay? All right? Now, if you're not scheduled some parties tonight, schedule something, right? At a minimum, right? Schedule 1, schedule 2 this week. So next week, here's what should happen. All of us in Los Angeles, you want to know how we're going to blow this thing out? Here's what's going to happen. Every demo you do, okay, invite them here next Wednesday at 6:30, all right? Once you demo, wow, that's amazing, wait till you come on Wednesday. You're going to freak out. All right, okay? What's it gonna be like? Oh, I don't wanna ruin it for you. It's gonna be that good, all right? In fact, I'll pick you up, it's that important. You know, well, you're out of my way, it doesn't matter. I'm coming to get you, all right, okay? So, pick them up, get them here. Every WOW party, every party you do, at the end of the party, whether they enroll or not, you wanna invite everybody here when? Wednesday, okay? Next Wednesday, okay? And here's what happens. When we do that, collectively, what happens is, when we grow this, I'm not asking you, you don't need to bring 100, okay? But just one, just make sure, just one. Next week, one. You're bringing one person, okay? Right? So one person next week. Now, I'm gonna bring one person next week. You know why I'm gonna bring one person next week? Because I'm gonna put something on the line, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give every single one of you that come next week $100 each if I don't bring a guest next week. Every one of you. Babe, you're paying attention, right? We need a guest. Now the reason why I'm saying that is this, is if I don't put myself on the line, sometimes if I don't have anything to risk, then maybe I won't do it. But I just publicly, in front of 100 people, told you I'd give you $100 each if I didn't bring a guest next week. If I didn't bring somebody next week. So, do you think I'm committed to bringing somebody next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of reasons why. Okay? So be committed to bringing somebody next week. Play your own little game with yourself. I'm not saying it has to be that drastic. Remember, everything's scalable. Okay? But next week, bring somebody. Yeah, so that way they can see the environment. They can kind of catch the flames, catch the fire of what's going on, kind of catch the wave of what's going on with Seacret. Sound good? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so next week. So let's get into our university topic here tonight, and I'm going to switch up on you. Okay? Just. All right, okay. So we have a 12-week program here centered around this Royale program, which is exciting. Now, in this, there's different skills and different topics we're going to talk about on a weekly basis here. And what's exciting is that, some of the revision of this program, which is going to be fantastic, okay? What I want you to do is this. I want you to take notes, okay? Grab out, if you don't have something to write on or write with, bug your neighbor. I'm okay with you. In this technology age, if you got an iPad, you type on that, that's fine, okay? All right, so, but write down this information, because you're going to learn more by writing than you are by listening. But more importantly, you remember more, okay? Your memorization goes up drastically simply by writing down the information. Now, I'm going to move relatively quick. Some of you guys have found out I talk sometimes fast, okay? But what we want to discuss in our first topic is why Seacret. Now this is a pretty thick topic, okay? But I want you guys to kind of get a little bit of the background and mind frame behind the industry that you're a part of. And be proud to represent this profession. Because it was years ago where people thought, oh, that's just something to make a little bit of money. And yes, they're very accurate. You can make a little bit of money. But people over the last years have found out that this profession, this networking profession has been one of the longest standing professions over the last 50 years, but more importantly is the fact that it hasn't seen a dip, even in one of the worst economic climates since the Great Depression over the last 4 or 5 years. It's had a steady increase of over 10%, year on year on year on year, okay? Now, what we want to do is talk a little bit about why Seacret, but before we dive into this, I know we talked a little bit about what happened to job security and how obliterated it was over the last 5 years, okay? And the reason why is we've transitioned from the industrial age into the information age, where things in the industrial age were very consistent. You can kind of count on them. In the information age, everything is changing very, very, very quickly. And if you're not up to speed on stuff, you get smoked, is what people are experiencing. So you're having to adapt and move quickly, where things become obsolete. Like you go to Best Buy, you buy a product and it's obsolete tomorrow. How many of you guys have experienced that? They have an obsolete buyback program. That's how, they have a program for how obsolete it's going to be in 3 months, okay? So people are like, well, are you going to get the iPhone 5? Why? There's going to be an iPhone 5S in 4 months, And then, well, why are you going to, well, there's going to be a 6, right? So everything is moving very quickly in this technological age. But one of the things that's really important to understand is, just kind of where things are sit. Every 3 months, we got 250,000 new families entering into foreclosure right now. One child in every classroom is at risk of losing his or her home because their parents aren't able to pay their mortgage, okay? This is kind of just the state of affairs that we sit. Now, I'm not here to freak you out. This is the facts. Not worse than it is, as it is, okay? And here's where we sit. Average credit card debt per household right now is almost $16,000 per household. Meaning they got to make 16 grand to get back to broke. I remember when I was talking about, man, being broke would be great, being backwards is even worse, okay? So where are we at right now in terms of, this is kind of where we're sitting. So one of the things that, one of the people that I studied in terms of wealth was Robert Kiyosaki. How many of you guys have heard of Robert Kiyosaki, right? He wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which was kind of the beginning, the genesis of his, fame, so to speak, in the industry of wealth and creation. And the reason why he said he had two dads growing up, a rich dad and a poor dad. And his real father, who he called his poor dad, who worked very hard, had a great government job. And he said, go to school, get good grades, get a good job. And then he had his best friend's dad, who he called his rich dad, who he grew up with, who owned a lot of property on Waikiki Beach, one of the wealthiest families in the world. Okay? And what's interesting is that, he said that the philosophies he learned in both homes from his rich dad and his poor dad were very different. Now, they both loved him. All of that was there. It wasn't like I had an absent father. But when it came to finances, one of his poor dad, his real dad, died broke, okay? And his rich dad left a legacy for his family. Do you see the difference, yes? And one of the things he came up with is what he calls the cash flow quadrant, okay? And in the cash flow quadrant, he talks about the 4 areas. If you're going to make money in this world, you've got to find a way, okay, to make money for yourself unless somebody's going to pay your way, right? Now, if you need to make money for yourself, there's 4 quadrants you're going to find yourself in. E stands for what? Employee, okay? S is what they call what? Self-employed or small business a lot of the times, okay? Because a lot of times, a small business is like being self-employed, meaning, because if you don't show up, or your employee doesn't show up, that's you that's showing up, okay? So you can't just, let it go. It's not an autopilot business, all right? Then he has B, which stands for what? Business owner, right? And then I, which stands for what? Investor, the cash flow quadrant, okay? And so what percentage, now if we were to take the left or right of this quadrant, okay, what's the majority of the percentage of the United States of America is on what side, left or right? Left. Okay, on the left, right? So for about 80+% of the population is going to find themselves on the left. Now, is there anything wrong with being an employee? No, nothing wrong with being an employee, okay? But there are different things that are offered in different categories. One of the challenges with an employee and self-employed is, one of the things he talks about in the cash flow quadrant is what creates cash flow. Write this down. What creates cash flow are assets. Keyword being assets with an S. The challenge with the E and the S quadrant is that you're your only asset. So if you don't get your asset out of bed and go to work, you don't make any money. Even high-paid employees, doctors, okay? All right? Even a CEO of a company, if they don't show up for work, they'll get paid. Now, yeah, I know there's severance packages and different things that are available in scenarios like that. But when it's a trading of time for money, the problem is one person, one job, one check. One person, one job, one check. One person, no job,
No check.
no check. Right? Okay. Self-employed is great. Now, these people are usually the hardest working people in the entire world. Okay, self-employed people. If you want it done right, do it yourself. Do it yourself, because they like working for themselves. And I know there's a lot of people in the room that are self-employed in different careers. Okay, realtors. Attorneys, doctors, different people in different professions, handymans, and there's a lot of incredible traits out there that are very, very, very important. And they don't want a boss; they want to work for themselves. Okay, but the challenge with most people that are self-employed, market changes and real estate goes down. It's tough to sometimes make it happen, right? Doctors don't see patients. Attorneys don't bill hours. All right? So if you can't practice the profession that you're in, or it's not available for you, the trait and the skill that you have, the challenge with both these categories is you're your only asset. Now, B is very different. You own a business that has a system that starts working for you. Now, Robert Kiyosaki classifies a big business, okay, as something with 500 employees or more. Now, is Seacret a big business?
Yes.
It can be, right? The day you sign up, is it a big business?
No.
No, right? Because you're kind of self-employed, right? Because it's just you so far. So we need to build it to a big business. But here's one of the great things is that it's an equal playing field because everybody can participate. Because generally to own a big business today, let's take a look at the options. Well, if you're going to create one from scratch, what is it going to take to create a large business in today's economy? Money. A lot of times connections too, but money for sure. You got to have the right idea, the right branding, the right products. Let's take a retail store. I mean, how much is it for me to open up a store? Rent, overhead, employees. I mean, just the logo. I mean, just business cards. Are going to cost more than it's to start your entire Seacret business. That's crazy. All right, guys? Let's take a look at franchising. Rule of thumb in franchising, you got to invest 10 times what you want to make, or 5 times. I'm sorry. So if you want to make $10,000 a month, okay? Want to make $10,000 a month? You want to make $100,000 a year? You're going to invest $500,000. Not a bad idea, but I don't know about you. I was fresh out of $500,000 when I looked at options. So I was just a little short. McDonald's, great proven system, true? When was the last time you saw a McDonald's? Half off, going out of business, French fry sale. Now, they make the best burgers in the world? No, but they deliver more to any place in the world. If people think McDonald's is in the business of selling food, they're not. They're in the business of real estate, by the way. Yeah. They own more distribution points in the world than almost any other company. Have you ever noticed that when you run away from one McDonald's, you get closer to the next? Have you ever noticed that? Right? They have so many distribution points, it's insane. Okay? So, now here's the thing. That entire global operation, multi-billion-dollar empire that's competing with who owns more land than the Catholic Church. McDonald's now is right on with who owns more land, the Catholic Church or McDonald's. Okay? It's crazy. Right? Now, why is that? For me, it's so impressive, and the reason why it's so impressive is because when you go to a McDonald's, is it run, now, I want to make sure I say this the right way, okay? The entire organization is run by people with, that doesn't require a lot of education. You don't have to know how to make a hamburger and work at a hamburger place? Because it's all automated, yes? They have a system in place, all right? Now, I could go through an entire phase that would get you to understand this, but how many of you guys, do your favor, close your eyes real quick, close your eyes. I want you to do me a favor, close your eyes. Even the cool people, close your eyes. Right? Okay. What I want you to do is this. I want you to walk into a McDonald's. I want you to walk up to the counter. I want you to take a deep breath. Smell the french fries? Yeah, everyone do me a favor. Point to the french fry machine. Open your eyes. Over there, every time, right? To the left. Okay? Isn't that crazy? Amazing system that they have, right? And you can take a 13-year-old, okay, working in China in a McDonald's, put them over here, they know how to run the show. Same system, everywhere, stamped out, all over the world. Now they have a few things to culturalize it. In Korea, there's a weird burger on the menu there, I saw. But almost everything else is the same, okay? They localize it is what they call it, okay? So, now, here's one of the things that's interesting about it is this. If you take the hamburger, hamburger's, what color wrapper is the hamburger? Anyone know? Yellow. No, the hamburger's in what? Because the cheeseburger's in.
Yellow.
Yeah, and the fish fillet's in a what? But now it's in a what? It used to be in a what? And here's what's crazy. Most of you never worked at McDonald's and you know their system. That's how stupid simple it is. So that's the whole thing here with Seacret is providing a system that's simple enough for people to go, okay, I get it, I can do that, right? So everybody can participate. Now I is what we call the investment category. This is where you don't work for money, your money works for you. Oh. Now, if you could only be in one category, where would you want to be? Yeah, because you don't go to work. You just send your money out there like little soldiers, go, and they just come back with more money. And you're like, do it again, That's sweet, okay? Here's the challenge, getting in the B category. Now, in order to be an investor, you have to have a lot of what? Money. Not money, you have to have cash flow. Because here's the thing, let's say you come across a bunch of money. Let's say I give you $200,000 today. And you go put in an investment that has a small yield on it that yields over 30 years. You're not an investor anymore, you don't have any more money. So you need constant cash flow. Cash flow comes from assets. Now in Seacret, what is your asset? Your network. Okay? And every person that joins your network becomes another asset. Now, only if they're producing. Now we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Because here's the thing. Let's say I have Coke machines all over the world. Okay? Coke machines in them, great product in them. Everybody loves Coke, right? Pepsi. Good product. Okay? So now watch this. Except for Aaron, he doesn't like Coke. He likes Pepsi. Okay? So but watch this. I got Cokes all over the world. I got Coke machines all over the world. I got these little assets all over the world that can make money for me while I sleep. Make sense? All right? Now they can make money for me. Now there can be people all over the world that want to buy Cokes, but how much money do those Coke machines make me if they're not plugged into the wall? Nothing, because they're not plugged in. It's like your agents out there. It's like your network. If they're not plugged in, they don't make money either. Because people could be wanting to buy the products, they're just not opening their mouth, they're not turned on. Okay? And that's what these systems do and these event structures do. So in this, we want to help you get into the B quadrant so you can have a big business, a network, that is producing this cash flow, so that way you can be getting to this category. Okay? Now here's what's amazing. When you become in the I category, you can take some of that money and invest it into other big businesses too. That's what Seacret did. Okay? The owners of Seacret developed some incredible big businesses. Okay? Because Seacret's their baby, but they went into other things, green energy and recycling, and they have got, dozens of other companies that they've invested in. They went into real estate, bought over $200 million worth of real estate just in Phoenix. So their real estate portfolio is flipping 100 houses a year right now. Okay? So I know they just sold a green energy company, the owners of a company, and there was like $7 million they made on it. And they were like, yeah, it was Anyway. So. here's what I want to do. I want to share with you guys a quick video, and it's not going to work on here. So I'm going to share it with you on the other computer, and hopefully we can pull that out. Okay, so.
Robert Kiyosaki's The Business of the 21st Century. Robert Kiyosaki is recognized internationally as one of today's leading financial experts. The author of the best-selling Rich Dad, Poor Dad, his books have been translated into 51 languages in 109 countries and sold more than 28 million copies worldwide. Robert has spent his life educating people on how to attain financial freedom. Now, through this special video presentation, he explains why network marketing is indeed the business of the 21st century, and how you can take advantage of its opportunities to create the life you desire.
In this section, I want to talk to you about a different kind of quadrant. Years ago, I found out there were 4 kinds of people in the world. You know, one type are people who must be right. These people know all the right answers. They went to school, they know everything. You can't tell them anything. This is not a good business for them because their minds are too set. Yep. Another kind of person is a person who must be comfortable. You know, the house could be on fire, but they're still watching TV, eating a hot dog, watching what's going on in the world. These people are toast because the world economy is not coming back. The world economy has moved on. And people who need to be comfortable will probably be left behind. So the people who need to be comfortable, you probably shouldn't talk to them because you only make them uncomfortable. And they're probably not going to make the move because number one priority is being comfortable. Another kind of person is a person who must be liked. You know, they want to please everybody. This is probably not the business for them either. You know, because they want somebody else's approval. They want to be the good little boy or girl saying, I did the right thing, didn't I? You like me, don't you? And so they'll probably not be successful in the 21st century because they'll probably want to be liked by people who have to be right. And people want to be comfortable. All right, good, be comfortable. All right, you're very right. You know, it's probably being liked. But the business for the people of the 21st century are people who must win.
Yes.
And that's where I am at. One of the best things I was taught in the Marine Corps and at military school is not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you stand up. Yep. When somebody knocks you back, what do? Oh, you hurt my feelings? You'll probably not be successful. The world will probably pass you by. Because as I said, the world economy is moved on. It's not coming back. So winners will win. But winning takes sacrifice. Success takes sacrifice. And these are the people who will do best in business of the 21st century. So when you're talking to people, you know, about this business, you have to look at them and ask yourself, is this person really just going to be liked and they'll tell you what you want to hear? Or they're going to argue with you because they know all the right answers, or they're going to get very upset with you for disturbing them. So what you're looking for in the network marketing business are people who want to win. People who know the economy has moved on. You'll find every race, gender, age, and background in network marketing. But what they really want to do is they want to win. It really is a true playing field in the world, but not for these people. These people will be left behind. Network marketing is for people who want to win because network marketing is the business model of the future. If you want the government to take care of you, then just keep doing what you want to do. It is possible for everyone to win. But the problem is you've got to commit to it. You've got to say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dedicate 5 years of my life. Well, look at the leaders and say, those are the people I want to be like. Those are the kinds of people I want to hang out with. That's what you got to say to yourself. And I want to help other people do what I want to do and win in life. And that's why I support network marketing, because it really is the business for the 21st century.
Sound good, yes?
All right.
By the way, Robert Kiyosaki holds the Guinness Book World Record. It's like 246 straight weeks at #1 in a row on the New York Times bestseller list. 5 years in a row at #1. Never missed a week. Buy it. Moving on. Jeffrey Babner. Jeffrey Babner was actually one of the leading attorney in the direct sales industry. He's actually one of the ones that wrote a lot of the laws for the DSA, the Direct Selling Association, and also the FTC in terms of making sure the companies are running this industry the right way. Because I'm sure that all of you guys have heard about companies in this industry, in the direct sales industry or network marketing industry that have done it poorly or gone out of business, yes?
Yes.
You know, or been shut down and all that stuff, of course. I mean, that's in every category. But Jeffrey Babner was great because he visited with our company actually towards the beginning of our launch, and he wrote a book called Network Marketing, What You Need to Know. And here's a couple stats that I think were important for me to know and important for, I think, everybody to know about this industry. And what's interesting is this, you take a look at every week, more than 55,000 people a week in the United States are joining a network marketing company. Over 400,000 people a week worldwide are joining. Now, when somebody tells me nobody's interested, we know that's not true. 55,000 people a week said yes, joined, signed up in something. And some of them are terrible. Okay, right? Some of them have products that don't even work. Some of them have companies that, you know, don't even offer, I mean, it's all just hope and promise. You know, it's all sizzle, no steak, we call it. You know, they sell the sizzle and then you get in, you're like, what is this? You know, this isn't what I expected, okay? So here's what's great. In excess of 10 million people in the United States alone are distributors for network marketing companies. That means 1 in 10 households has somebody that's in direct sales. Okay? Throughout the world, there are more than 40 million network marketing distributors. It's offered in 140 countries right now. And here's one of the things that's interesting, okay? The direct selling industry has grown more than 91% in the last 10 years and currently enjoys around $30 billion in revenue in the US and about $114 billion last year it did worldwide. Now what does that mean? That means about 70% of the income in network marketing isn't in the US anymore, which is one of the reasons why we want to teach you how to build a global empire here. How many of you guys are down to build a global network? Yes? Okay?
Yeah.
So we want to show you guys how to do that. It's one of the things we're going to be discussing in some of our future courses. It's one of the fastest growing industries in the world is direct sales, yet less than 1% of the world's population is currently involved. Do we have a good place to be right now?
Yep.
Okay, all right, but let's continue. Why network marketing? Well, Bill Clinton said direct sales industry promotes core values around the globe and gives people a chance to make the most of their lives. Okay, former president, British Prime Minister Tony Blair, direct sales is a tremendous contribution to the overall prosperity of our economy. Okay, how about Warren Buffett, one of the richest recorded people in the world, one of our early billionaires, $6-something billion his net worth at this point. He talks about the best investment I ever made. The billionaires buying Pampered Chef, a network marketing company.
Yep.
Now, if the billionaires are buying companies, do you think he's buying companies because he wants his friend to be like, oh, you're in a scam? Do you think he did a little research? One of the most conservative investors in the world buying up network marketing companies. Why is that? Now, I don't know, how many of you guys have heard somebody say those things don't work? How many of you guys have heard that before? Okay, those things don't work. Now, let me ask you a question. The person that said that, are they financially wealthy?
No.
Usually no. Every once in a while you might run across somebody, but for the most part, usually no. So I want to make sure you gotta understand where you're getting your information from because, the news, I want you guys to understand. Direct sales, most of the things that we hear about and find out about, we get from advertising. Products, services, ideas, news, yes?
Yes.
Okay, almost all we get from the news. Now let me ask you a question, okay? The people that are advertising to us are the companies that are in the retail space, meaning they're advertising for you to go buy their products. You guys understand this?
Yes.
Okay? What network marketing does, what direct sales does, is it takes away the power of the retailers. Because then you get to go direct from consumers. Because there's, what Derek's saying, look, I'm not an idiot. If you find a product, you don't need to spend $1 billion to mark the thing up so I know that I'm supposed to go buy it. If you show it to me and I like it, I'll buy it. I don't have to go to the store. You don't have to pay all that stuff. Just ship it to me. All right? But here's what we do. We take from the advertisers. Now, I want you guys to get, if we're taking from their business model, do you think they're going to advertise all over the place? This is a great idea, Of course not. It's one of the reasons why you're not going to find a lot of information about it, okay? But here's what's great about it from what we have. I want you guys to get this, because when I started learning this stuff, I was like, oh my God, because when I went back and my cousin was like, oh, that's a bad idea, But Donald Trump talked about if I had to do it all over again, I'd get into network marketing. So he started his own network marketing company in 2009, called the Trump Network. Endorsed the industry heavily, okay? And it was, was it Jay Leno? Or was it Tonight Show? What was it? Okay, it was Jay Leno Tonight Show a few years ago. This is where this quote came from. When they asked him, if you lost all your money and you had to do it all over again, what would you do? And he said, I'd do network marketing. One of the guys in the book, always was like, boo, he was like snickered. He was like, boo. And he was like, that's why you're out there and I'm up here.
Yep.
So the billionaires, how about this? Richard Branson, Sir Richard Branson. That's a good thing to have in front of your name. So Sir Richard Branson, 2009, launched a network marketing company called Virgin Cosmetics. The Virgin Mogul himself starting network marketing companies, okay? How about this? Richard DeVos. How many of you guys have ever seen the Orlando Magic play? They play in what? The Amway Arena, a network marketing company's arena. By the way, how about this? David Beckham is wearing on the front of his jersey a network marketing company's advertisement. Okay? Herbalife, do $1 billion a year just out of Mexico. These are the things that when people say, oh, those things don't work, or this or that. I got to get you to get that out of your brain. Okay? I need to eradicate that so you can have the posture when you go out there. Now, I'm not saying, because here's the challenge. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to cower, but for this information, I just got to be careful because you're going to be a little dangerous out there. So when somebody says that doesn't work, I don't want you to fight them. Right? Because that was me. When I started getting the information, I started kind of posturing up on this. When someone said, "Oh, that's a scam," I was like, "No, you're a scam." I was mad, right? I started getting anyway. So don't use it for that. I just wanted to use it so that stuff doesn't stop you. Okay? All right. So here we go. How about this? Okay, owner of the Chivas. How many of you guys know the soccer team, the Chivas? Owned by a network marketer. Okay, crazy. So if you want to own a sports team, build a distribution network. Okay, so that's what they say. Robert Kiyosaki said, rich, wealthy people. Here's the thing. Okay, all right. Most people do look for work, while wealthy people build networks. That's what we're doing here. Build a network. How many people are you connected to? Right, your Rolodex. Now, how about this? Front page, 2009, USA Today section. Want a recession-proof job? Think direct sales. In the midst of the recession, how about this? A couple years later, Wall Street Journal talked about why now is the prime time for direct selling. Okay? These are the articles that just came out through different publications. Paul Zane Pilzer, two-time economic presidential advisor, talked about direct sales is a contribution to a shrinking job market. Is the solution. I'm sorry, not the contribution. How about this one? This was Friday, September 23rd, 2011. Special article right here, USA Today. Okay, job security and why social business model. Why direct sales work. The original social business model is what it said, okay? Because social media picked up on everything, and what is social media? It's people connecting with people, right? Yes. And that's what we do. That's all we're doing is we're sharing information. I found out most of my news now through social networks before I found out through other places. Job security, make more money, freedom, discover the hidden potential, second career. You're sharing, not selling, okay? Life of greater impact. This is what they were saying to people, okay? But the 5-year plan is very simple, okay? At your job, how many people contribute to your income? One. If you're self-employed, that's usually just one. Your second year, how many people? One. Third year? One. Fourth year? One. Fifth year? One. 10th year? One. 20th year? 40th year? It's kind of lonely on that side, isn't it? Okay? So here's the challenge. Not even if you don't like what you do, because some people, here's the thing, I'm not saying you need to quit what you do. Some of you love what you do. You just need something to provide you a lifestyle or income that may not be able to give you what you want. Okay? So here's the deal. In your business with Seacret, let's say you introduce 5 agents over the course of your first year. Is that possible? Could you do that?
Yes.
For sure. That's 1 a month, take 2 months off. Give me a break. Okay? If we help those 5 do the same thing the next year, 5 times 5 would be what? Anybody know?
25.
25 people in this network now that you're building. Okay? 25 people, teach them how to do the same thing the next year, 3rd year. Okay? 25 times 5 is how much? 125 times 5, how much? 625 times 5, how much? 3,125. Okay? If you had 3,000 people contributing to your income, would that be smart or stupid?
Super
Pretty smart, I think. Okay? Now, did you get 3,000 people overnight? No. Okay? All right? But are you able to do this over a period of time? Now, here's the thing. If this is years, ridiculous, yeah? What if this was months? What if this was Monday? Tuesday? Yeah, this usually happens like that. But here's what's amazing. There are people in Seacret that I'm telling you, when we hit our momentum run right now, you'll find they'll have 3,000 people in their networking in 5 months for sure.
Yep.
Because what will happen is it'll be like boom, 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 boom. Right? This is what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, this is what's going to happen next year. Okay? When companies go from that about $50 million mark, when they go from doing about 4 or 5 million a month, 4 or 5 million a month to 50 million a month, moving on. Don't quit your job today. Some of you guys are all fired up. You're like, that's it, I hate my life, I hate my job, I'm doing this full time, right? I just had to warn you on that. So Jim Rohn says, work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune, okay? And the reason why is that some of you guys are pumped up right now. You're like, that's it, no one's stopping me, Don't quit your job, please don't, all right? Let us help you make enough income. The worst thing you can do is put yourself in survival mode, especially for you and your family, okay? So we don't want you to be going, talking to people and demoing them like with commission on your breath, where you're like demoing the products and you're like, you have to do this, you have to do this. Because then you start pressuring people, okay? And you start convincing people because you become needy. And how many of you guys want a needy person in your life? Nope. Nobody. You run away from them, okay? So don't find yourself in that scenario. If you make $500 full-time as a Seacret agent, nobody cares. You make $500 extra part-time on the side, everybody wants to know what you're doing. Yep. What do you mean? You made an extra $500? How'd you do that? Come with me, let's see. So, why skincare? We talked a little bit about this, okay? Over $300 billion spent on skincare. 90 million Americans are purchasing anti-aging products and procedures per year. That number's actually going up. $80 to $100 a month average is what households are spending on skincare and beauty products. And then you got, people just want to look and feel better. Who can blame them, So everybody does. But let's take a look at the $1 billion club, okay? These are the 2010 revenues of the top 10 companies in the direct sales industry. I want you to take a look at their revenues, okay? So you take a look at, from the top, you got Avon, Amway, Jafra, Herbalife, Mary Kay, Prime America, Tupperware, For a Living, Oracle, Natura, and Newscan. Revenues, 1.2 billion from the bottom to 10.9 billion, okay? Avon. Avon's doing $10 billion a year. Okay? Here's what's crazy. Amway's doing $8 billion a year. What's nuts is $4 billion of that is out of China. $2 billion now is out of Japan, and $1 billion is out of Korea, South Korea alone. South Korea has, how many people live in South Korea? Does anybody know the figure on it? I know the stat the other day, I forgot it. There's like 8 million people that live in Seoul, just in like the Seoul and surrounding area. Okay? And in the country, it's not much. It's less than California, I know that for sure. There's less people that live in South Korea than live, and they do $1 billion in sales just out of South Korea and Avon right now. Okay? So, now here's what's amazing, okay? Let's take a look at all the companies in this industry, and the top 10, which one of them participate in skincare, okay? Now, only one of them, which is Prime America, which originally, if you guys know the story, was A.L. Williams' company, or R. Williams that started the company, which was an entire, which is life insurance. He created the biggest company in the biggest industry in the world. They were doing $300 billion a year in sales in life insurance when they changed over from life to term. They called them termites. Everybody was a termite. And they rallied around this mission. But the reason why I say this is I want you guys to understand the industry that we're in, skincare. Now, some people are like, well, there's a lot of competition. Yeah, but here's the thing is, when you have a company that has products that deliver demonstrable results, how many of these products have instant results they can show you on the spot in a living room?
None.
None of them. Zero. Okay? Now, take an example. Facebook. Largest social network in the world. True?
Yep.
Okay, right? And there's another one in China that is just be about as big because they don't allow Facebook into China. But the reason why I say that is this. Was Facebook the first social network? No. What was before that?
MySpace.
MySpace. What about before that? Friendster. What about before that? High Five. What about before that? If you really want to go back, you could be like GeoCities if you really want to make it happen, Right? Okay? So, okay? It was a network, it was, right? Okay? So, terrible, but here's the thing. Facebook wasn't the first, they just did it better than everybody else, yes? They simplified the system, they made it accessible for everybody, the exclusivity of it, started branding, okay? Right? So here's the deal. That's what Seacret's doing right now. We're branding this thing better than anybody else, and we're making it happen better than everybody else. This is why I know we can take over the company, okay, in the industry. But let's take a look at some of the other products in this industry, okay? So, in terms of what else is out there, okay? First of all, you've got multi-products and skincare companies, okay? You got Amway, Party Light, Jafra, Janaz, Cutco. How many of you guys know the knives? You guys remember those?
Yeah.
Where they have really good knives, by the way.
They do.
And yeah, fantastic products. So, and they cut the penny with the knife. That's their demonstration, right? That's their live demo for you. Okay, so you can see it's one of the reasons why they've been around a long time, because they got quality products that they can demo. Okay. Then you take a look at Melaleuca. They do tea tree oil products. They got tea tree oil products. Okay. You got Avon. You got Nerian, another new skincare company. Arbonne. Tupperware. How many of you guys heard of Tupperware? Yes. They call them Tupperware parties.
1990.
Right, okay? So they came in and smashed it. Scentsy, they do candles, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Passion parties. They have some extra
really
things in their comp
passionate.
plan. Party Light and Winolite. This was it. Do you know what Winolite is? Women's sanitary napkins.
Oh.
Okay, and here's the thing. They dude, and here's the thing. I got pitched by like 4 people in this company, all guys.
Because you
Here was
need
the pitch.
them.
They were like 50% of the world needs our product every month.
Wow.
Good point. Good point. Right? It was really weird seeing the guys do the demos, because they'd open it up and do the demos and put stuff on it and show that it was weird. If you Google this company and watch videos on YouTube, it's hilarious. Now here's the thing. I laughed hysterically at them when I first was approached with it. Here's what's crazy. In the Philippines, I have a buddy right now that I know. He's making $15,000 a month in a residual from the Philippines, and he hasn't done the business in years.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Right? Okay. So the reason why I say this is I want you to know and I want you to understand what's out there. Now, okay, I want you to understand the entire scope of this industry. Most of the companies in this industry will only teach you their company, and they'll literally put you in a box and a bubble and convince you that everything else is stupid and this is the only thing in the world that's going to save your life. Right? Here's the thing, I want to prepare you for it so you can be educated about it, okay? So you can be educated on the industry. Look, let's say you find one of these companies and you love it more than Seacret. Fantastic, go! Go! And then when they disappoint you, you'll come back. Or better yet, you find something that's more suited for you. Great. If you were going to do that, leave then. If you're going to leave later, you have to leave now. It saves everybody. You know? Is this okay? Moving on. Multi-product. Oh, let me talk about multi-product companies real quick. Okay? One of the things that's interesting about multi-product companies, okay? All right? If you take a look at most of them, a lot of them have one of these challenges because they have a lot of front-loading involved in their programs. Okay? Now, what I mean by front-loading is this, buying all these packages to get started in your business. Now, do we have a package to get started for our agents? Yes. Yes. But the package is not designed to be given, it's designed for what? Demonstration. Right? Like the eye serum and the eye cream. Okay? The eye serum and the eye cream. Okay? When we demo that on somebody, we demo what? A drop. You can get literally 300-400 demos out of one bottle, can't you? But most companies and multi-product companies, if I gotta get you to buy the product or like the product, I gotta get you to experience and get a result first, if it's a real customer, right? Otherwise, I'm selling you on something, right? So, in other words, what do I gotta do? I gotta take my product and I gotta what? Give it away. So if I gotta give all my stuff away, then what happens is this. What do I gotta do if I wanna show more people the products? I gotta buy more products. And this is where a lot of people find themselves what they call having to be garage qualified in order to participate. Because they got to have all this stuff always flowing through their program. Make sense? Yes? Okay. So, a couple things. Now, not that it's bad. I mean, shoot. I mean, I don't think anybody would have a problem if they got started in the very beginning of Amway. You know, if you got to start in the very beginning of Amway with like the Dexter Yeagers and all those guys. Whew, Richard DeVos. Weight loss, vitamins. Okay? Let's take a look at these. How many guys have, oh, here's some good ones. Okay, you got Trump Network, Juice Plus, they convert juices into pills. Actually, one of my buddies I spent some time with Tony Robbins, Jeffrey Birdie, he's been doing about $300,000 a month at Juice Plus for over a decade. He's been doing good. USANA, they've got some great products. Herbalife's got some great products. Isogenics and Nature Sunshine, Synergy. Visalis is the one that was the biggest momentum company over the last 5 years, just so you guys know. Okay, and some of you guys don't know them by Visalis, Body by Vi. They have these 90-day weight loss program, if some of you guys have seen it, okay? So they got these healthy shakes, right? A 90-day program. One of the biggest challenges with it is they're one of the first companies that did $1 billion in sales. They just eclipsed it a few months ago, actually. And they did that here in the United States and North America. One of the great things about their products is, do their products work? Yeah, well, here's the deal. Most people, I want to get you guys to get an example of this. If you need to lose 30 pounds, okay, and you go on this program of their shakes, people are like, they're magic shakes. No, they're meal replacement shakes. If you take 2 meals a day and replace a high-calorie meal with a low-calorie meal, it doesn't matter what's in your shake. You will lose weight in 90 days. Yeah. Do you guys get that? Because you're consuming 1,000 less calories a day. Just by it, it could be nothing in the shake. It doesn't matter. Now, am I saying their shakes aren't good? No, this has nothing to do with whether their shakes are good or not. It has nothing to do with that. Here's the thing, guys. For me, one of the reasons why I wouldn't participate in the health industry, inside of network marketing, is because of the retention. Let's take a look at this, a 90-day challenge, okay, right? Now, do people need to lose weight? Yeah, myself included, all right? So, now, that has nothing to do with it. So I get on the 90-day program. I lose the weight. Do I keep ordering the product? No. Let's say I order the product and I don't use it. Do I order it again? No. Usually not. Now, let's take a look at one thing on terms of health and vitamins. There's a lot of great vitamins out there. Should people take vitamins? Yes, for sure they should take vitamins, okay? But how many people monthly? Because remember, in order for you to warrant a monthly business on a residual basis, people need to be buying the products what? Monthly, consistently, at least quarterly, yes? I mean, they gotta be buying it monthly, at least quarterly. So in other words, it has to be something consumable for them to be able to finish. So most auto ships and most companies, Seacret is very low. The preferred customer program and the agent program is what? 50 bucks? In most companies, it's 100 or plus. So let's just take a look at it. What percentage of the population currently in today's society spends $100 a month on vitamins currently? 10%, I think, would be generous. Now, am I saying they shouldn't? No, this has nothing to do with that. Okay? What I'm talking about is, what is the marketplace going to do? The question is I happen to be in a company for 10 years where I fought the market for 10 years, and it was exhausting. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, okay? Instead of fighting the market, let's go with the market. okay? With the market, with people that actually love and want what it is you're going to talk to them about. Because if they're not spending any money on that category, now I got to take an extra expense out of their house into that category. Does that make sense? Am I not saying that they're not good for you? No, this has nothing to do with the validity of the products. Look, if you come to my house is full of network marketing products. By the way, when you become successful in network marketing, it's great because every company will send you products. Because they're trying to recruit you. And I'm like, yeah, send them over. You know, right? So, it's great. Oh, Beachbody. How many of you guys know Beachbody? P90X.
P90X.
That's P90X, by the way. Network marketing company. Insanity? That's network marketing company. Most people have no idea. It's an advert. Yeah, so anyway, we can talk about them later. But here we go. Nutritional beverages. These are the ones that exploded about 12 years ago. And this is the company that started it all. Tahitian noni, the acai berry, the superfood, right? They just went ballistic nuts, right? Okay? And so they started going nuts, and all these other companies popped out. Zango, and it was like they added an extra enzyme to it and an extra berry juice, and they found it in one special place, and all these different things, you know? And then the one that smashed it, does anybody know which company up here is the one that put, actually this is one of the companies that put binaries on the map. Does anybody know what it is? Monavie. I don't know if anybody guys remember these. You would see this logo and this emblem in Southern California was disgusting. It was everybody was drinking the juice, literally. Right? Yeah, I mean, they were just juiced up on Monavie, right? Okay? Now, here's the thing, that's why I say this, is, now, are these products great? Here's the challenge, okay? When you take a look at nutritional beverages, you can't hold true to the promise of the industry. Why? Okay? Because, I want you to take a look at this, okay? The promise of the industry is to be able to offer products to people cheaper than they can get them for at retail, meaning at the store. That's network marketing. It's taking products out of retail and going wholesale, delivering them direct to the consumer. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay? The problem with all these juice companies is they don't hold true to the promise of the industry. What do I mean by that? They're taking a bottle of juice. Every one of these companies offer their bottle of juice for about $40 a bottle. Why do they offer them for $40 a bottle? Because they had to pay a compensation plan. Here's the challenge. If I go down to Whole Foods, can I get a bottle of acai juice for less than 40 bucks? Yes. Yeah. Okay? I get it for 10. If I go to Costco, okay? Well, in other words, is this: how can I authentically, as a friend, be like, Derek, when I know the same stuff's in the other bottle at Costco, I know it is. How can I, as a friend, be like, look, Derek, $40 a bottle. Can I retail a bottle of Monavie or any real juice product that's marked up that high to pay a compensation plan to my friend and feel good about it when I go back to sleep at night? No, because I know he can save money going somewhere else. Why would I do that to my friend? So now, I'm not delivering a high-quality product, the promise of the industry. I'm selling them on a compensation plan in hopes and dreams of getting rich. Do you guys see the difference, yes? Okay? So here's one of the things that's really important about this, okay? Now, a lot of really good companies out here, okay? Monavie, plus the auto ship was $120 a month, and then once you got to like what would be a silver rank, you had to keep a 2-case auto ship, which was $240 a month plus shipping. So you had to buy $280 a month worth of stuff, okay? With a juice, and then you just give it away. So these are the ones that exploded. The second highest momentum company in network marketing right now is this bad boy right here, Organo Gold. Yeah. It's just smashing it. Coffee, teas, and chocolates. Did you guys know Dove started a network marketing company? Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Synergy, Gano Excel, actually they rebranded themselves and now they call themselves Gano Life. So Healthy Coffee, that was another one. Sochi and a few other ones. But this one right here, boom. Blew it out. What's crazy is this: they got started about 5 years ago, and what's nuts is this: is the 4 of the top 10 money earners in network marketing are in Organo Gold. In 5 years, they got started. Here's what's amazing: they have a binary program similar to Team Build. Okay, so they build 2 teams very similar to Seacret. Okay, here's what's even more impressive: and they have a check match program like ours, 20, 10, 10, 10. Except for theirs is only levels; it doesn't go generations. So we have a higher paying comp plan. We have we pay out more percentage of our dollar to the field, okay? And when you take a look at these companies of what's going on is this. The #1 income earner in the world in network marketing technically right now is in Organo Gold. He's fighting with a woman from Taiwan in Nu Skin. They're between like 1.6, 1.7 million a month in commissions they make. Not counting all their other businesses, okay? Just so you guys know. Okay? This is the industry that we're a part of, okay? So let me wrap this up here real quick. Then you got service companies, okay? Just in wrapping up service companies, they're the most of these. Why? Because they're the easiest start because you don't have to create anything. for most of them, okay? So what we're doing is a lot of technology companies, all right? The challenge with service companies is most of them, okay, it's a recruiting game. What do I mean by that, okay? Is most of these companies cost anywhere from $300 to $500 to join them, but in return you get nothing. So basically what you're doing is you're selling air. You're selling the opportunity to be a part of the opportunity to sell the opportunity to more people, okay? All right? Because there's very few residuals in the actual services. Can I give you an example? Like, let's take travel, for instance. You know, there's some companies out there in travel in the industry. Let's see, who's in there? Zamzu, World Ventures for sure. Yeah, World Ventures. Okay. So here's the thing. Like, let's take travel, for instance. Okay. They book you on travel. Okay. Now, cruises and flights and hotels and all this stuff, right? Okay. Now, do they have some good deals? Yeah, of course. You know, they've got some good deals, some cool setups. It's nothing to do with that. What I'm talking about is building a long-term customer base. Let's take a look at this real quick, okay? So, one of the things is this. If you sign me up, let's say you're a part of it, and I go in there and I buy my kit and I get to the opportunity to now be a travel agent, right? And I'm selling travel to my friends. Oh, it's a big industry. It's $1 trillion industry, you know? Okay, yeah, okay, that's true. People spend a lot of money on travel, right? But let me get this. So, if I go in and I buy a cruise from you, and I get a really big discount on the cruise. I get a big discount on the cruise. I'm stoked. You're like, yeah, I sold the cruise. Now, here's what's crazy. If you sell me a cruise, okay, guess how much money you make? 0. You don't make money on selling me the travel. You make money on signing me up for a monthly subscription for me to get the deals of the travel.
That sucks.
Yeah, like sizzle no steak. All right, okay? But here's what's even worse than that. You could sell hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of travel. Not get paid anything. Now, some of them do pay on it. But those that pay, it's such a small percentage. Why? Okay? Let's take telecommunication companies. They're like, oh, well, get your cell phone through us. Now, if I'm getting my cell phone through you, that's fantastic. I might get a little smidge, like Solivay is a company that exploded. Some of you guys will hear about it if you haven't heard about it yet. Solivay, they do telephone and stuff like this. It's kind of like Metro PCS, where they got a cheap deal on cell phones, right? Okay, no contract, all that jazz, right? People are like, it's simple. Everyone has a cell phone, and you can now get paid to, do this stuff. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. Is the percentage is so small because let's say AT&T or Verizon is providing the service. I'm buying a cell phone from you, and it's discounted. Okay, but who's providing the service? AT&T. So what that means is this: is AT&T is saying, hey, you little company, if you refer people to AT&T subscriptions, we'll give you a percentage to you. And then from that percentage of the company, they don't own what they're selling. So then they have to take this small commission that's given to them and then distribute it in a compensation plan to multi-levels. That's why it's like fractions of a penny for most scenarios. And then it looks really sexy, and the reason why is because it does, because the energy companies are the sexiest ones. The pitch is sexy. When you go home tonight, you're going to go home, you're going to talk on your phone. Get paid from that now. When you get in, you're going to open the door to your house, turn on your lights. Get paid from that now. Turn on your water, electric. Get paid for that now. And everyone's like, that's right, everybody, I'm going to get paid. Little do you know that it's 1/4% of whatever the company in deregulation actually pays. It's not even of the full bill. It's crazy stuff. All right, anyway.
Super serious.
Now, I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I just want you to know this is all the stuff that's out there. Okay? Now, do some of these companies have great services?
Yes.
Yes. I'm members of some of these services. I think they're fantastic. But a company having a good product or a good service is not a good enough reason to work for them.
That's right.
It's a good enough reason to be a customer.
Yep.
I like Cheesecake Factory. Great product. Great service. But I'm not going to work there because their compensation plan is not conducive for what I'm looking for. But I'll tell people to go all day long.
Yep.
Moving on. Now, some of these are just plain scams. This one, total scam. Cash gifting extreme. Total scam. All right, okay? It's just cash gifting. It's not even a product or a service. It's just get in and give cash, and then they give cash. It's a scam. So you'll see these. Zeke Rewards. How many of you guys have heard of that one, right? Big scam that got shut down by the FTC. They came in and raided the deal. All right, okay? The one that's going on around right now that's not scam, but it's real close. There's two. There's one called Lioness that was in Europe that's coming over here to the U.S. You'll probably hear about it. And the second one is Empower Network. Empower Network, this one, man, they just prey on network marketers because what they tell you is this, they're like, the old way of doing things is talking to people you know. The new way of doing it is attraction marketing. So you need leads for your business, right? Perfect. We'll teach you how to blog and create leads. So you're going to give us $1,500 a month for videos you can find for free on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
You go to $1,500, no product, no service, no nothing. And then what they do is then when they get you in the network, they're like, well, you can make more money selling people to get into Net Power than doing your company. And they just try to swipe them all. It's happened to some of my friends that were in Seacret in New York. I feel so bad for them. So anyway, that's all right. When they shut down, they'll be back. So let's move on.
Whoa.
These are all of them. These are the only ones we felt worthy of putting up there. There's thousands of them, by the way. Thousands and thousands of them. Okay? But here's the deal. How many of them have what we call first mover's advantage? Meaning the ability to get started before the momentum phases. Okay? All right? Well, let's take a look. Boom. All of these people that we put in X and have well over 100,000 distributors that have joined the deal. Most of them have millions of people that have joined already. Which means you're late. From a timing perspective. Okay? Right? There's a couple of them that don't yet. Okay? Now let's take a look at which one of these, the rest of them, have products that deliver an instant result that people say, wow. None. All right, okay?
All 5 just went away.
Now I'm not saying this because I'm in Seacret. I'm in Seacret because of this fact.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that make sense? So, here's the deal. Here's where we sit. Demonstratable products and kits. Agents don't have to give away their entire product to be able to make a sale. We have the historical properties of the Dead Sea. It's not a new thing. People are skeptical about new, yes? Even when it's good. Here's what I love about Dead Sea. It's not new. It's not like it's a recent discovery. We just found it. You'll never type in Dead Sea and find scam after it. That will not exist. Okay? It's proven the test of time. Millions of people go there. Okay? So, here's the other thing that's great about it. Proven brand. Over $600 million in retail sales before we even decided to go into networking. Most companies make up a retail price because they've never retailed their product. Because they're started by people from this industry that say, hey, we're going to start a network marketing company. What product are we going to give? Oh, well, this will work. Let's do it. And they create a comp plan around it, and then they go. And they go, you know what? This will retail for 120 bucks. And then we're going to give it to the network for 100. It's a made-up number. Most companies have never retailed a single ounce of their product. They have no idea if the marketplace will buy it for that price. Here's the thing I love about Seacret. We already know. Every demographic, every skin type, every country in the world, not every, 40, buy Seacret products at retail prices. Already know that. Fact. Done deal. Can't debate it. Can't argue it. Okay? It's like you can't argue that there's 4 aces in a deck. Not going to happen. This is the information. Now, I know I haven't told you anything on what to do. Here's what I found out. When you know how to do it and why to do it, or why to do it is more important than how to do it. If you when you have this, like when you go out there, because here's the thing, it's very simple. There are people out there that have skin. Our products are good for skin. Put the products on them. Some are going to get it, some don't. Out of those, some will join, some won't. Out of those that join, some will leave, some won't. That's it. You find a few leaders, you become very wealthy. That's it. Make sense? Let's wrap it up. Manufactured by L'Oreal. I mean, come on, credibility of L'Oreal, give me a break. You know? So, we have a university training program, a low cost of our monthly replenishment. We have a new age style compensation plan, and we're not just internal consumption, meaning we get to get outside the network. Right now, the company has a 1/3 to 2/3 ratio of customers versus distributors, agents that are joining. Meaning 2/3 of the people that are coming into Seacret are coming in just as customers. Meaning they're not even interested in building a business. They're not even interested in an opportunity. They're just coming in because they love our products. Which means that here you can build a real residual base, because a real residual base can only be developed in this industry from people that are customers, not just distributors looking to make income. Because if you don't have people out there that buy the products every month because they love Seacret, you're never going to have a long-term residual base. That's what we're looking for. Because here's the thing, I know people are going to use skincare products for the rest of their life. I can guarantee you in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now, even though the technology changes, I have a sneaky suspicion people will still have skin. So they're going to be using something. Okay? And here's what I love about Seacret. They're evolving their product line every single year. Man, I wish I could tell you some of the new things that are coming and some of the new products and the new enhancements to the existing products that are coming. You know, just a year ago we had a paraben product line, and a year from now we completely changed a paraben product line to a paraben-free product line in a year. Why? Because the marketplace made us. Being up to speed on everything that's happening with technology, with L'Oreal, our backing, we can do stuff like that. You know, man, this is exciting. So here we go. Okay. with 5 distribution centers all over the world, okay, already in place. We've got our kiosk branded worldwide already, some of the kiosks. This is a store that they opened actually in Taiwan. It was one of their pilot programs, okay? This is, different kiosks all over the world from people that already love Seacret. This is the kiosk that Betty Perez sold at when she convinced the company to go into network marketing, by the way, in Phoenix, Arizona, or Scottsdale. So this one's cool, right? Look at that one. I like that one, okay? So anyway, here's what's amazing, okay? We have this globally recognized product. Next week, our topic is products. How many of you guys understand that you probably should want to know how the products work? Yes? You know, 'cause some of you guys like are putting, body butter on your face and, like, I don't know what this does. So, some of you are like, I broke out. I had this one woman say, I broke out. And I was like, well, what is your skin type? She's like, I'm oily. And she's like, what product do you use? I was like, I use the M4. And I'm like, of course. Because you put an oily product on an oily person. Okay? I have products for people with dry skin. Right, okay. So we want to make sure that you understand how these products work so that way you can deliver a quality experience to people so they can go, wow, I want to have these, okay? This is one of the things that we're going to have next week and understanding more about, a little bit more about skincare. We're going to give you a little kind of overview on the skin and how it works and why it works. But the thing that I want you guys to understand is we're not going to turn you into dermatologists, estheticians. That's not our game here, okay? We just want to show you how to demo the products, okay? All right, now next week we're going to be going over some amazing things, but here's what's really exciting. Next week, how many guests can you bring?
As many
as you want. Now let's say I mess up, I don't bring a guest. That means you get $100 just for showing up.
Yep.
Ooh, that's pretty sweet. Okay, right? Babe, start calling. And some of you guys are going to be on my Facebook wall. I'm going to be blasting stuff. Wednesday you're coming with me, I'll give you $100.
That's 100.
That's 100 versus. So here's the thing, okay? This week, action plan. Write this down. Write this down. Write this down. Write this down. Here's your action plan, and we're done. Number 1. Write this down. Here's a simple plan to follow. 2 demos a day. 2 demos a day. 2 parties a week. 2 demos a day. 2 parties a week. If you don't have an action plan right now, that's your action plan. Now, can you do more?
Yes.
Should you?
Yes.
If you can do more, do more. Okay? But have something as a minimum. 2 demos a day. How long does it take to demo a product on somebody? Seconds. Right? Demo a product. Let the product speak for themselves. Some of you guys are like, I don't know what to say to somebody. Be like, I found these ridiculous skincare products. I want to show you how they work.
All right.
That works. It's a stranger. Hey, we're doing some tests on these new products that are amazing, and I'd love to give you a free demo. Free demonstrations. A free demo. When you're out, if you meet somebody, compliment them. Ask them about if you see somebody with great skin, hey, you have great skin. What products do you use? Hey, I work with a skincare company that's expanding their new line. It's a L'Oreal product. I'd love to give you a free demo to see if you love it. Mm-hmm. 2 demos a day, 2 parties a week. Okay, 2 demos a day, 2 parties a week. Now, every demo you do, you're going to invite them where? Here.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday. Every party you do, you're going to invite them where?
Wednesday.
What time are we going to invite them?
6:30.
You're going to bring what 3 products with you?
Healing gel,
M4, and nail buffer, because we're going to salt and oil them. So, okay, all right. And then you're going to, whip out the other products, okay? So that way you can demo those products with them when they get here, or during the break in case they're just running in right when we start, okay? So this is going to be some of the new format. There's going to be a lot of new content delivered through this program, okay, over the next 90 days, which I'm really excited about. And then make sure if you haven't registered for a convention, do that. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to be launching an after event. We're going somewhere to go eat, hang out, and break bread and grab a drink for those of you guys that want to join us. I don't know where it is yet, but we're going to figure it out. So we're just going to roll out together and run into a restaurant and be like, we're here. What? So we're going to have a very good time, okay? And for those of you guys that want to get a chance to chat with us more, talk with us more, the after event is really where I found the biggest nuggets in my business because I got to communicate and associate and get around people that had my answers instead of my problems when I went home. So for those of you guys that want to hang out with us, break bread, I really encourage you to come and have a good time with us. And like I said, I don't know where we're going, we'll just roll. We'll figure it out. So if you haven't done so already, when you leave, book your parties, book your blueprint for those of you guys that are new, and then we'll see you guys. Have a very productive week. Okay? Have a win this week for you. Okay? Even if it's not a win in terms of results, have a win in activity. Because you sow the seeds first and then you reap the harvest. Mm-hmm. But do not expect a harvest a month from now, a year from now, without sowing seeds this week, okay?
Yep.
Sow some seeds and we'll see you guys back here with more people on Wednesday. Sound good?
All right.
Okay? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, if you haven't bought your regional tickets now, and I'm gonna raffle off these 4 t-shirts here, okay? Last chance to buy the regional tickets at the back, okay? I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. Buy your regional ticket, and I'm going to come do the raffle here at the front of the room. Take care, God bless, have a fantastic week. We'll see you guys at our next Seacret University. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen.
Hey guys, hey, real quick before you leave, we found a place for the aftermath. We're gonna go try it out. It may be terrible. I don't know, but we'll make it good. Okay? It's called the
SF Saloon.
SF. San Francisco? San Francisco, SF Saloon. It's on Pico?
It's on Pico.
1 block down and over?
1.5 blocks west. From here.
Alright, so if you go down to Pico, which is the next major intersection south, make a right, it's somewhere there. But Google it.